Hey y'all! We are going to open a LOUD Babbs PR package. It is technically not shipped to me because I am lucky enough that Cassie lives about 25 minutes from me. So it was handed to me, but it is a LOUD package. This, like I said, was given to me. Hi, Snez Bunny Inc. Hello, Laura. This was given to me by LOUD to show off to all of y'all. Hello, Miss Cassie. You are on your personal page if you didn't know, but that's entirely up to you. So I'm very excited to get into this. Hello, Melissa. Wow, we've got everyone tonight. There we go, Cassie. Yay. Okay, so this collection is already available. Hello, Jen. You can go right now and purchase it off the site as a full set or as individuals. It was a late holiday release, but every polish has been designed and named to be worn year-round. So they're not strictly holiday related. That way, even if you did purchase it for the holiday season, you could wear it, you know, in February or May or September, whenever you want to wear it. So very excited for these. Jen says, hello, we are back to normal over here. Good. I was just going to ask how you're feeling. I'm so glad that you guys are doing better. Hello, LJ Natural Nails. Welcome in. Welcome in. So yes, I'm very excited to get into this package. Technically, I received part of this a few weeks ago, and then the holiday season, everything went so crazy that I kind of forgot about them. But then I met up with Cassie and her awesome partner Justin yesterday. We had some breakfast and some coffee, and she actually had more for the collection for me to show off to y'all. So it worked out great that I have the full 12-piece collection here to show you. It is called the To You From Me collection, which I think is super, super fun. I do have a little like snippet I'm going to read off to y'all. Cassie says, some of the shades are perfect for the spring holidays, Valentine's, and St. Patrick's Day. Perfect. So I'm very excited to show these. I am going to read off a little bit of a thing from her site. I have all of the shade information on here. It says, this collection was made as a gift, not something rushed or obligatory, but something you choose for yourself and take your time opening. To You From Me is a 12-shade collection built around comfort, confidence, and the small moments that feel like yours. It's included a variety of finishes suitable for every moment of you, from easy everyday shades to sparkly standouts that catch the light. Everything here is meant to be worn now and well beyond the season. Nothing feels tied to a single day or mood. This is a reminder that wanting something beautiful is reason enough. And if y'all go to the website, because this, obviously I got it late as a swatcher, and I know some other swatchers are still working on it. There are swatch photos that are done by Cassie and her daughter Emma. They had like a kind of fun photo shoot day, so definitely go check out those swatches, and then stay tuned for other swatches to be posted by me and other swatchers if you want the more like, you know, my style of stuff. Also, if you want to see them in videos, and if you want to see matted, because y'all know I do both those. Hello, Best Livin'. Welcome in. I almost read the joined part. I almost read your handle as Best Livin' Joined. Hi, Best Livin'. Welcome in. Kat says, oh, I love pickle earrings. Thank you. Yes. So these are hilarious. Tammy sent me these. So you have like a shocked pickle, and then you have a pickle jar, and I just think it's hilarious. And then I'm wearing my the Pickle Lover tarot shirt that my sister got me for Christmas. So I'm very pickled out. Technically I have pickled socks on too. I do have a pickle watch band, but I forgot. I didn't think about putting that on today. But anyways, okay, I'm excited to get this collection. As I said, these were handed to me, so they're not, you know, we're not bubble wrapped or anything, but I haven't actually seen them. They literally came out of one bag and into another bag so that everything was together. So we're going to do the traditional unboxing together, and then we'll get into actual swatches of them. So first one I've got here is Rosy Cheeks. This is a really pretty. It's not a dog. It is a really pretty pink. It is a glitter. There is definitely some hollow glitter in there. There's multiple different sizes of glitters. I believe I see squares in here. I think there's some squares. So where's Jen at? You know, I got my square girl glitter loving, my twinsy there. So yes, we have some square hollow, some, it looks like micro glitters, some hex glitters. And like I said, it is definitely pink hollow. So if we grab the flash, we'll show off the sparkle even more there. Also, we'll just ignore the fact that my hands are two different polishes there. My hand is two different polishes there. I was experimenting with a magnetic technique last night. It didn't really do anything, but I was trying. All right, next we have I Deserve This, which is a really pretty gold. Again, we've got some gold micro glitters. We have some hex glitters. And I want to say squares again. I could be wrong on the squares. They may just be hexes. But it is another hollow. Get our flash out here to show off those hollow sparkles. So I definitely get the holiday Christmas gold theme here, but obviously this would be great for New Year's Eve, or just adding a pop of pizzazz to your mani, or if you just love gold, this is beautiful. Hello, Crystal. Are we cooking dinner tonight? What are we cooking? I know I'm always on your dinner time. Ooh, we have a gorgeous red, of course, again for the holiday season, but perfect for Valentine's, New Year's, or again, if you're just a red lover. This one is another glitter packed. I do see squares for sure in this one, as well as hexes and micro glitters. And again, we are hollow, so we're gonna grab that flash and show that off. This is very much ruby slipper vibes. It's red, y'all. Crystal says, you're right, and all 4 of those glitter finishes are also reflective. Ooh, awesome. I didn't realize that. So I'm very excited to see that obviously out of the bottle and sparkly with the flash. And then as far as the texture dries, so if y'all need a glitter grabber or not, I will let you know. Crystal says, just having soup tonight. I have a tooth infection and trying to get into a dentist tomorrow. Oh, man, Crystal, that is awful. I feel for you. I dealt with having a tooth pulled this summer. It is no fun, and I will cross my fingers that you can get in tomorrow and get some relief from it. Jen says, I love red on nubbins. Yes, we're still in Nub Club. So, hello, Frida. Welcome tonight. I do. What do I do? Oh, do need a top coat. Yes. I mean, definitely we need a top coat, but we'll see how texture it dries and if we want a glitter smoothing as well as top coat or just top coat. But, Crystal says, thank you. Of course, yeah, man, it's no fun. So I really, really hope they can get you taken care of. Next, we have a green, which y'all know I love my green, but also, again, we are a beautiful Christmas shade or St. Patrick's Day or spring, or if you just like green like me, or pickle shade. I mean, it's pretty close to his little outer pickle there, isn't it? Like, I'm gonna call it pickle green. That's a pickle shade. And again, we are the hollow. Cassie says, we're having a baked potato bar tonight. Ooh, that sounds good. We are having Huel tonight because we went out to lunch. We had a Chinese buffet for lunch, and I definitely ate too much. So, and we skipped Huel for lunch because of that. So we're out of HelloFreshes for once, like the last 3 months, because we've been probably more than that, honestly. We've been so crazy that it seems like every week we have at least one meal roll over. And we're actually out of our meals. So today I was like, I can make Huel, or we could go out, and we were really hungry and I didn't want to wait for Huel to be cold. So we went out to lunch with the concession of having Huel for dinner. So Crystal says, Cassie says LMAO, and Crystal says that does sound good to the potato bar, and Jen is drooling at it. Ooh, okay, we have a pretty blurple is what I'm going with here. This is y'all, did I even tell y'all the names? I don't feel like I even told you names. Okay, we said I deserve this on gold. I'm so excited by the sparkles and pretties. The red is a choice. And the green is still growing. Y'all, I'm just so excited by what's in the bottle. I forgot to tell you the names. All right, so our blurple here is Unbothered, and it is a really pretty periwinkle-ish base. That's what the words I'm self-describing as. We'll have official descriptions when we flip it around. And then it has a beautiful purple shimmer to it, as well as, I believe, hollow glitter. It looks like hollow micro glitters in there, or it could be silver glitters. There's just a little hint of sparkle with that beautiful glow shimmer in there. Very pretty. I'm definitely excited to see that one out of the bottle, just to see how really how that base is on its own. This one is Brown Sugar Moment. It is a beautiful brown cream. There we go. That's coming up a little closer to the actual color in person here. This is a gorgeous polish. I'm excited to see the application of this. If y'all love a warm caramel brown, this is for you. It is hollow micro flakes and unbothered. Okay, I thought so, but it's a little bit tiny, and I probably do need to look into some glasses soon. So next we have another green. This is On My Terms, and it is a deep, foresty green, and then it definitely has a linear hollow in here. So here is it with the flash. You can see that hollow way better now. Jen says peanut butter shade. Ooh, that's a great description, Jen. Cassie, that one looks bomb under soft focus when you get to that. Okay, so when we get to that, I will try to remember brown sugar moment with soft focus on it. Laura says, I had taco dip for dinner and made the rest of the family fend for themselves because I didn't want to cook. I don't blame you. Sometimes you just need to take a break. They can handle it. There's plenty of food in your house, Laura. I doubt anybody's going to starve. Wow, my words. Laura says, ooh, that's beautiful. Isn't it really pretty? It's a very like hunter foresty green, and then it has that gorgeous linear hollow to it. So you get that flame. There we go. Yeah, this is really pretty. I'm excited to get this one out of the bottle. This is like kind of feeling like such a winter vibes to me. It's a beautiful green, but it's like a deep green. So it just kind of just is low key and chill for winter. Hello, Varnished Vagabond. Welcome, welcome. This one is steamed oat milk. And it is, obviously it's a white base. Oh, okay, there is that golden shimmer. You can see that now. It wasn't coming up original. This is really pretty. I definitely see the oat milk vibes of it. Very pretty. I don't do oat milk, but Kevin does occasionally. Now, okay, I shouldn't say I don't do oat milk. I don't need oat milk, so I usually just use whole milk and whatever I do. I have no problems with oat milk, but Kevin likes oat milk. So, Cassie, no, it's not Cassie. I don't know why I can't differentiate people. Jen says, does anyone here have an iPhone 17? Not me. I'm filming on a 12. I have an 11 for photos, and I have a 13 Pro for my daily phone. So, Cassie, I have a brown sugar oat milk latte at home every morning. Kevin does a brown sugar shaken espresso with cold foam. So yeah, he does his oat milk. But Laura, I love oat milk and a latte. Yeah, y'all, I don't drink a lot of coffee. You know that. Also, speaking of coffee, y'all, it's a sip and swatch. And I just realized I forgot my water in the other room. But it is a sip and swatch. So hopefully you grabbed a drink and you got all cozied up for this live. We do have 12 polishes in this collection, so we're going to be on here for a little bit. So do go grab you a drink, whether you drink alcohol or don't, or whatever you want to drink tonight. Since everyone's talking about coffee, is anyone drinking coffee currently? It's 6 o'clock at night here, so it's way too late for me to even have decaf. But I just don't drink a lot of coffee. Jen says trying to troubleshoot picks. Okay, well I hope. Jen says Diet Coke, surprise. Laura says I have tea. It's cold here today. Oh no, thank you. Oh, thanks. Kevin heard me. Now I have water. Thank you. So I'm drinking water.
You want something else?
No, water is fine. Thank you.
What
Water is fine. Thank you. Brain. I don't even know. I don't even know what you're talking about. Sips and swatches. Oh, Jen, there is a photo group. Send me a message. So I message you after this about the photo group. I'm in a photo group on Facebook that's like cameras and what to do and what not to do. So send me that and I will let you know what the name of the group is. I haven't been there in a long time. I think I got in it when I got my iPhone 13 because I had trouble with swatch picks with it too. But send me a message and I will try to remember to tell you the group. Hello, Jess. Welcome, welcome. We are showing off some pretty things from LOUD Babbs, which is already available. This next one is Big Green Bow. Also, Cassie, is your magnetic labeled? Y'all should tell me there's a magnetic in here, and I just want to make sure that it's labeled so I don't skip it, because you know lately I'm all about it's so pretty in the bottle and then I forget things and I don't read that they're magnetics, so I just don't want to skip it. But this one here is Big Green Bow, and it is a beautiful green with this like blue green shimmer to it. I think this is going to be fantastic matted. Jen, nails and cameras, I'm part of that group. I always forget that is an option. Okay, that is, I'm 99% sure that's the group. So I'm glad that I thought of it to remind you that you're in there. I don't know the words, but now you know. So yeah, maybe go check and see if anybody's gotten the 17 and if they've played with settings to get to what you're hoping for. That one is just shimmer, a super heavy shimmer. That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that I don't skip the magnetic. So when we get to soft focus, if I don't remember, y'all, please yell at me to show you that it is a magnetic. So this is a beautiful shimmer, and it's a blue kind of green emeraldy color. Very pretty. Just says gorgeous. It is. Cass says I need to join that group so I can make better content. LOL. I mean, I think your content's great, Cassie, but if you want to join it, go join it. Jen just said it's called Nails and Cameras. I believe that's what it's called. You know what? Let's find out. Let's find out. Hold, please. Go into the Facebooks. maybe. Yeah, I think that's the group. I don't know how active it is anymore. Okay, the last post is from March of 25. So not super active. I'm seeing people talk about 16s and 12s, so may not be the best group for right now, but Nails and Cameras is a group on Facebook that may help anyone who is struggling with their photos and using whatever camera you're using. So I need to join. Okay. I think you telling me my content is great is like expecting Justin to tell me if I look bad. No, I really do think your content's great, Cassie. And I think you're a wizard with Canva and making your super cool flyers and stuff. So like eventually I need to learn that. Hello, Noline. Oh boy. Do we have a government name? Do we have our government name listed? It's not even showing me that you're watching. So if you're still here and you would like to tell me what I can call you, please let me know, because I hate when I mess up people's names. Jen says, thanks, Chelsea. Didn't mean to interrupt. Nope, you're fine. It's an ADD live, right? This is what we do here, Jen. Next we have Just a Little Extra. Y'all, this is so pretty. Okay, it's got a little bit more pink vibe to it in real life. Hopefully the back camera shows it. It's coming off like peachy, but it's definitely a little pinker in real life, but it is definitely a gorgeous shifty topper. We have all of the flakies in here. This is really, really pretty. I'm excited to see this honestly on top of everything. Gorgeous. Again, that one is called Just a Little Extra. Jen said, oh my God, and she sent one of these. Cassie says that might be my fave. It's really pretty. Jess says, oh my God, I need that now. Well, Jess, you're in luck because everything I'm showing tonight is already available on the LOUD Babbs website. So you can go over there after the live and buy anything and everything that you want from this. She has tons of other wonderful polishes available too. This is Soft Focus. This one is our magnetic. This is like really shifty. This reminds me of a beetle. It's got this like golden green shifty with blue. Can you see the blue at the edges there? And this is our magnetic, which I'm glad I said something because it doesn't say magnetic on it. So I'm glad that I asked for it. And if I put, yes, there we go. I'm trying not to, see, as soon as I said it, I was like, I'm trying not to get the balls because you all know we struggle with the balls here. Ooh, this is gorgeous. Jess says it looks like a Valentine's Day bubble bath in heaven. Oh, that's a great description of this, Jess. Yeah, it does. Just a little extra. It's a Valentine's bubble bath in heaven. I love that description. That's so much fun. Yes, Cassie says, and you can use my code, which I have on my post it so we can flip around for screenshots. If you use the code Simply Nailing It, it is spelled like my handle here, so it's SE for Simply, like my maiden name. You can get 10% off of your full purchase for LOUD. It is an affiliate, so I do earn a commission off of that code. So if you don't want to do that, please, by all means, you do not have to. But if you want to save a little bit of money and you don't mind me earning a little bit of a commission, it is Simply Nailing It, and it will save you 10% off on your LOUD Babbs purchase. Jess, it's depending on your definition of heaven, I guess. Cassie, I mean, I want all the money, obviously, if she deserves credit for some people, for sending people my way. Hello, Chrissy Loves Lacquer and Mighty Forged. Welcome in, y'all. We are finishing up the unboxing portion. We're not done yet. We haven't done any swatching yet, but we are finishing up unboxing the To You From Me collection. Actually, I guess it's from Cassie, but it's To You From Me is the name of the collection from LOUD Babbs, which is already available. We just pulled out Soft Focus. I stuck my magnet to the desk. Okay, so it's like a golden greeny shifty, and then when we do our magnet, you can see that ball move, y'all. I'm trying to fight it. I'm fighting him. Nope, every time. All right, we get to this darker base with this gorgeous gold green magnetic pole. Okay, nope. We're just gonna fight the balls all night. They're always in the way. All right, you get the gist. We'll show it better on the back of the camera. Okay, you said soft focus over this one. Is that what we said, Cassie? See, ADD, y'all. I don't remember crap. My brain just doesn't work. Trying to scroll back. It's too much work. All right. Okay. So she says to do soft focus over brown sugar, which I wouldn't have thought of soft focus as like topability to me, but I'm intrigued by that now. So if somebody reminds me to do it on the swatch wheel, I'll do it on the swatch wheel. I believe we have, yes, there's one more polish in here. I'm going to set this magnet down before I stick it to something else I shouldn't. Ooh, okay. This is Still Hear It, and it is a really cool, y'all, this front camera is not going to show this right. I know it. Jen said this over the brown cream with a yes emoji. Okay, so see, even Jen says to do it. So we're going to do it as long as I remember, or someone yells at me in the comments to do it. This, y'all, this front camera is not going to do this justice at all. This looks like a clear base, and we have red, white, orange, and green and blue for sure shreds, like metallic shreds. This reminds me of smashed Christmas baubles, like, you know, the old glass ones, just the plain old metallic baubles, the balls, just, you know, when you break one, this looks like a bunch of those shattered together. I love this. I think this is going to be super cool year round. I do think this would be so fun for a holiday mani, obviously. But this is cool. I've never seen anything like this. I'm very excited to play with this one. So we're going to do that. This is cool. I'm very excited. Okay. That is all 12. Oh, we have other fun things though. We, of course, Cassie always makes her super cute inserts. So again, this was a late holiday collection, but it was designed, named with the thought of wearing it year round. So it does not have to be Christmas vibes, y'all. But we also have stickers, which I don't know if these are available for purchase or if you get them with the full set or not. But we have a super cute Christmas present. It is hollow on the border. Even actually the back is hollow, which is fun too. And then it has the LOUD logo all over the like ribbon. That's super cute. Hello, Polished Ashes. Okay, so it has red, green, blue, orange, and white. Also has clear hollow hex glitters, and the bulbs are definitely the inspiration. Okay, so it has clear hollow. Oh, I do see the little hollow. Okay, so it looks like micro hollow. So let me grab the flash too to show on this now that I know. Oh, yes, you can see those little twinkles through it. Okay, definitely Christmas bauble vibes. I love that that's in there, and I feel like you nailed it. When I was a kid, I would stomp on my mom's Christmas lights. They make the best sounds. Pop. She's actually just about out of stickers. Okay, so she's not out of stickers yet, y'all, but she is almost out of stickers. So you have the LOUD present, which is cute, and then you have this super fun candy cane, and again, it has the LOUD print on the ribbon to it with the lights. So very fun if you are a LOUD sticker collector. She's almost out of stickers, just FYI, but I have some, so sorry. All right, that is everything out of the package. I'm going to grab a sip of water really quick, and then we're going to flip y'all around, and we're going to start doing our swatches. I'm very excited. Okay, I'm going to go in the order of my paper. Now, I printed off this information, so I don't know that it's necessarily in any form of order, but for my ADD, it's going to be easier if we go in order here. We do have one magnetic, but since we only have one, I'll just go ahead and pop it into the rotation. If we had multiples, I would do those first because y'all know it's just easier to get those done and move the stuff out of the way and not have to zoom in and out and all that stuff. So, but for tonight, because I only have one, we're just going to do it in order. Frida says blackberry lemon drop martini for your sip tonight. Ooh, you're fancy, Frida. That sounds delicious. Hi, nail polish is my therapist. Sorry, it separated your name. Anyways, welcome in. And Jen says, oh my God, yum. Doesn't that sound so good? A blackberry lemon drop martini. That sounds delicious. I almost bought some espresso martini stuff from Aldi the other day for our little New Year's. We just had a couple friends over for game night. And I almost bought a bottle and I didn't because we don't really drink. We probably would have had some that night and then I would have gone in the pantry for, you know, until New Year's next year. But I kind of wish I had bought it because it just sounded good. Although, you know, do I really need espresso and chocolate and martinis? Because we're already, you know, y'all know how it is here. Okay, so flipping all around and we're going to get into this gorgeous, gorgeous collection. Oh, y'all, I hate that there's that button. Why is there a turn off camera button on a live? It makes no sense. I hate it. All right, flipping y'all around, scooching you down. I knocked you off of, I have like a little prop because my thing's a little uneven. Okay. All right, we're in here. I'm going to zoom you in so Instagram will focus. Here is tonight's info post-it for your screenshotting pleasure here. So like I said, this whole collection is available on the website right now. You can go there after the live and pick this up, or if you're watching this in the replay here or on YouTube, then you can, you know, go shop as soon as you see this. It is the To You From Me collection. I love the name. You've got 12 polishes. They're $13.50 each, or $145 for the whole set. And if you use my code, Simply Nailing It, you'll get 10% off. Again, that is an affiliate code. If that makes you uncomfortable in any ways, you do not have to use that code, but it will save you 10% off, and I earn a small commission from it. And it is at LOUDBabbs.com. So there is your screenshot of that if you want to screenshot that. Sometimes at this point I would give you a collection shot, but I don't know, y'all, I don't know if I can fit all 12 of these. I don't think I can fit all 12 of these on the camera. Okay, we're gonna try. I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. Boom. Okay, there's all 12. I know they're not all facing up, and I'm sure that's probably bothering some of y'all's OCD. One more flip. All right, there you go. There is the full 12-piece collection here. So fun. There's a little bit of something for everyone in this collection. So whether you like toppers or magnetics or creams or shimmers or hollow glitters, it's all here. And again, this was designed with the thought you can use it year round, even though it came out as a late holiday collection. So do not let the thought of this being a Christmas collection stop you from picking up the gorgeous polishes here. That being said, we're going to get into them. I'm going to scoot all this out of my way. I'm going to make a mess in the process, but y'all won't see that. All right, zooming you back in because y'all know Instagram hates to focus if we're not zoomed in. I've got my swatch wheel at the ready, and we are just going to go into it. We're going to start with Big Green Bow, which is this beauty here. Cassie says it's so many shades. Yes, it is a 12-piece collection, which is a large collection for Loud. But they're so good. And like I said, there's a little bit of everything. You really needed that many to touch on everything that you have here. So Big Green Bow is a silky, deep teal metallic with aqua aurora shimmer, inspired by Cassie's favorite oversized hair bow. It has that just finished feeling, like the last thing you put on before heading out the door. Polished, playful, and easier to wear than you might expect. And y'all, I had a nail polish growing up that was in like a teddy bear shaped bottle, and I swear to you, it was this color, and I have been looking for something similar to it since I started my nail polish collection journey like 12 plus years ago. So like, I'm very thrilled to have this in my collection now. And I wish I still had the bear bottle because it's absolutely adorable, but this is beautiful. Again, this is Big Green Bow. So we're going to get a swatch on our swatch wheel. I'm also going to turn on my air filter here before I forget, because y'all know I'm going to forget. And we are just going to go in to it. All right. If I can get the bottle to sit still. All right. Big Green Bow. Okay, here's our first coat. I do feel like we're a little bit more green than green blue out of the bottle, but you can see that gorgeous shimmer in there. A little bit on the thin side on first coat, but second coat I think is going to bump that up no problems. It's very shimmery. I think this is going to be gorgeous matte. It's just going to look so satiny. Beautiful. So that is the first coat of Big Green Bow. Next, we're going to go into On My Terms as soon as my brain finds it. Ooh, another green. All right, so this one is a deep pine green hollow that lights up in the sun. It's dark, moody, and a little dramatic in the best way. This one is about choosing what works for you and being good with that choice. So we do have that linear hollow in here, so I'm going to grab my flash to show that off more. Yes, there's your beautiful flame. I hope we have sunshine. We've weirdly had sun the last 2 days, so hopefully we still have it tomorrow. Or the next few days while I'm swatching these to really show it off in the sun. I will do flash shots regardless, but look at that gorgeous flame in there. Beautiful. I already know I'm gonna like this one. Y'all know I love green, and I just feel like this is such like just a calming tone. It's very relaxed. Yes, it's a pretty green. You can see all that little hollow dust in there wanting to sparkle already. Let's see. It's supposed to be warmer by Thursday, Cassie says. Okay, good. Jen said, we're supposed to hit 50s this week in Connecticut. And Cassie says, oh, and weather sun tomorrow, LOL. Awesome. So we will see. I am excited for some warmth. We've been okay the last week. Nothing like the beginning of last week, which was Arctic blast air. But I just hate the cold, y'all. It's gross. I don't like it. I'm already ready for winter to be over. All right. So again, we definitely want a second coat here, but I don't think it's going to be a 3-coater. And then we grab our flash to show off that hollow. Yes. Okay. I love this color. The second layer is going to just add so much depth to this, but I love this color. Beautiful. All right, so that was our first coat of On My Terms. Next, we're going into just a little extra. This one. Okay, so yeah, that pink tone is coming up way better on the back camera, which I figured it would. This one is a clear topper filled with shifting flakes that move through violet, red, pink, copper, gold, and green as the light changes. It adds a soft glow and a little movement without taking over. For the days when your nails already look good and you just want a little something more. So sparkly. I love all the colors in this. Again, every shade here is going to be $13.50 each, or you can buy the full 12-piece set for $145. Super pretty. This is going to be a gorgeous topper. I am going to do 2 coats on its own so you can see it. And then we'll throw it over top of a couple things as well, just so you can see how they play with the collection. So here is the first coat. So keep in mind it is a clear based topper. So we're on a opaque swatch wheel, obviously. That being said, this is going to be gorgeous over white. It gives a very much like unicorn fairy ethereal vibes, and you can see every color. She did say it shifts from violet, pink, red, copper, gold, and green, and you can see every one of those colors in there. Obviously we're not opaque, we're a topper, we're meant to be sheer, so like, but just for funsies I'd show you that. This is really pretty. I actually think this would be gorgeous over top of On My Terms. Again, because y'all know I love green, so if I can add just a little extra oomph on there. Beautiful. So that's our first coat of our lovely topper, just a little extra. Next, we're going into Soft Focus, which is our magnetic. So I'm going to slide our swatch wheel up and over here so I don't stick my arm in it. I have my new green and red Glamour Gear. I have not used this one yet. I'm very excited to play with it tonight. And then, of course, we're going to do this as a velvet swatch as well as a normal bar magnet. Let me zoom y'all in so you can see what's happening. And then we've got our clear swatch sticks that we're going to do it on. So Soft Focus is a magnetic shade with a rich gold pull that shifts softly through lime and green as it moves. Gold is the star here with just enough shift to keep it interesting. It layers beautifully. Good Lord, I can't read tonight. All right, it layers beautifully over Brown Sugar Moment and has that slightly blurred, glowing look that makes everything feel a little dreamier. So I'm very excited for this. Because we wanted to do it over the Brown Sugar, and it's a magnetic. Give me 2 seconds. Let me grab another swatch stick here. So when we get to Brown Sugar, I will do a swatch stick for Brown Sugar, and at the very end, I will show Brown Sugar with Soft Focus on top of it. We'll move all the magnet stuff and all that back out. But for this moment, we're going to focus on showing Soft Focus on its own. So here, we're going to go into that first coat. Now, she did say that it is slightly sheer, and it is. Here it is unmagnetized really quickly. I'm going to set it down and let it do its thing. You can see that line pull already. And then we're going to do a velvet one as well. Again, here it is unmagnetized really quickly. It's a beautiful, beautiful gold. Cassie says, oh, it's quite sheer. Okay, so that is good to know, which means it could be a wonderful magnetic topper if you've been looking for a magnetic topper. Also, I kind of feel like since we're going to let this sit here, I lied, and let's go ahead and just do a brown sugar moment on here. Let's do it and see how it goes. I wanted it to work best as a topper, but I think 3 coats hid my nail line. Okay, so if you want a full opacity, 3 coats is probably what you want, but if you're wanting it as a topper, you can probably get by with 1 or 2. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go into... Since I'm going to let that set for a second anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and do a brown sugar moment swatch here, which is a brown, which I'll do it on the opaque swatch wheel too, but a warm brown cream inspired by my daily ritual. Coffee first, always. These days, that looks like brown sugar oat milk latte made at home nearly every morning. Cozy, grounding, and very much giving gingerbread without trying to be anything else. It is a very lovely, creamy brown. And I'm going to do this on its own swatch stick. So again, we can use the magnetic topper here on it. Well, we can use the magnetic. Again, it could be used as a topper or it can be used as its own. So I'm going to do a coat of this on our swatch stick. Did y'all see that self-level? Like, I definitely had brush strokes. I messed with it and it instantly disappeared. This is definitely a creamed coffee color. It's beautiful. I feel like we're going to want 2 coats. We, again, are on a clear swatch stick, so don't let that judge in any way. But I wanted to do this so I can let this dry while we look at our first coat, and then when we do our second coat, I can top it. Does that make sense? I want to show y'all all the things. I want you to see it in all the ways. So if I can get a hold of a thing. I know that this is not magnetic. I know it's not. I am going to set it on the magnet though, so I don't stick my arm in it, because everyone here knows I will do that. And while it dries really quick, we're going to go ahead and look at our first swatch of Soft Focus. Here is coat 1 on its own. It is quite sparkly. You do have that line here that it's a little bit more, I was going to say congested there. That's not the word I want. Concentrated. It's a little more concentrated right there where the line is. Of course, we're going to want a second coat here, but I want to show it in the first coat first. And then we're going to grab Velvet, which usually Velvet doesn't show up super well on the first coat, but it definitely did. You can see it a bit more. Like, there's, again, a more concentrated buildup of that gold pigment in the middle. It's very pretty. It is very much sheer on its own, but I think this could be gorgeous over everything. Like, actually, this is King Roast of Frankenfurters from Hello Monica from Lynn B, coming on the 9th, I believe. And this is it over top of it, and I think that's really pretty together. Like, I really like that vibe. So all right, let's do a second coat on our swatch sticks here so we can let it set, and then we'll get the magnet out of the way. I know I said I wasn't going to do that, but I just feel like it's easier just to finish the magnetics so that I'm not like popping things back and forth and balancing things and all that jazz. So again, we're going to go in. Hello, Becky. We're going to go in with our second coat of Loud's Soft Focus, which is our golden magnetic here. We're going to do our second coat. Again, really quickly unmagnetize, y'all. It's so pretty on its own that if you don't want to magnetize this one, you definitely don't have to. And we're going to do our second coat for the Velvet. And I'm going to set her down there. And then, because Cassie told us to, now obviously, y'all, we could do a second coat of our brown sugar moment. Typically you would. I want to show this and I am impatient, so we're not going to do a second coat on this particular swatch stick because I want to show it just with the topper over it. So again, very quickly unmagnetized. It's very, very much gold. That brown sugar moment did give it kind of like an opaque kind of base to work off of there. So if you wanted the Soft Focus a little more opaque, but you don't want to do multiple layers, this really did put a beautiful base to it, and you can see that gorgeous line even more there. So we're going to give that just a second to set, and then we'll pull up and look at our swatches of those. Again, I am going to go back through. We will do brown sugar moments on the regular swatch wheel in 2 coats as well, but because Cassie said that it looks great together, I wanted to show that as is. And it really is easier just to get magnetics done and like move the gear and the stampers and all that stuff out of the way. So for my sanity, that's what we're going to do here. All right, so soft focus, 2 coats on a bar magnet. Again, this one is a magnetic shade with rich gold pool that shifts softly through lime and green as it moves. Yeah, it's definitely quite sheer in 2 coats. If you really wanted to build up, you're definitely going to need 3, or use it as a magnetic topper. Again, I actually really love it with this polish. What do I have on my other hand? Okay, I have a magnetic on my other hand. Wait, this pink. Ooh, look at it with the baby pink, y'all. Which this pink is a thermal, so it goes to a raspberry, which I think would still be gorgeous. Yeah, this is gorgeous. Beautiful. It is on the sheer side, so either use it as a topper or you're going to want 3 coats of this one. Now, the velvet may have more of an opacity because it does pull all that magnetic right to the middle. And I do feel like it has more of an opaque vibe here, but it's not fully opaque in the velvet either, but it's gorgeous and very glowy. I love this in the velvet. Just has this beautiful sparkle, and then bam, all that gold right there. Y'all, I'm not even a gold person. Like, I just don't typically reach for gold. Also, there's definitely polish on my finger. It's an official live. But I really like this. This is very, very pretty. And then let's take a look of it over our brown sugar moments. Jess says, I love this. Oh, the possibilities. Yes, this is going to be so pretty over everything. And look at it over that brown sugar moment. Yeah, 1 coat of brown sugar on a clear is almost opaque, y'all. So if you do brown sugar moment and then add soft focus, you're going to get that gorgeous warmth with the beautiful golden pull on it. This is really pretty, and I'm sure velvet over this is just as stunning. Yeah, this is so pretty. All right, let me give you guys a label shot of that one. So soft focus, can we do it without touching things? Probably not. All right, soft focus, you've got your velvet on top and your line on bottom. Okay, I'm trying not to cover things, but it's real hard. There's your soft focus, 2 coats. Again, 3 coats would probably get you more opaque, but it is a pretty sheer polish. But you can use it over everything, and it's beautiful. And then in case anybody wants to screenshot it to remember it, I'm going to give you a label shot of the brown sugar moment with the soft focus on top. Just that way, if anyone wants to remember this combo while they're checking out. Cassie says, yeah, I only did velvet actually. I'm not great at magnetics on my own nails, but people keep asking for them, LOL. I get it. I totally do. I love the velvet. I actually will do the glass bead with my swatches because I still really love that method. But these are gorgeous. Jess says, the school color manis need this gold magnetic. It's so pretty. That's true. Yeah, there's so many schools out there that are purple and gold and blue and gold and all the golds. And you could totally play this with any of those bases to do it. That's a great point, Just this. Oh, this would be so pretty over a purple, y'all. So pretty. Okay, so that was our magnetic of the collection, which was soft focus. And I'm going to put all this stuff out of the way so I don't stick my arm in it or my hand or at this point my foot, because y'all, it will happen. Things get crazy over here and my arms go all willy-nilly on me, and yep. All right, so that's off to the side. We're going to zoom you back out. And we're going to get back to our normal swatch wheel. Boom. And go into our next one, which is Unbothered. Hello, Shamrock Glitter. Welcome, welcome. We are showing off the To You From Me collection from LOUD Babbs. The next one we're going into is Unbothered. This is a denim blue base with a soft purple aurora shimmer, scattered holographic flakies, and a fine hollow glitter throughout. Cool, relaxed, and easy in a way that doesn't need explaining. The kind of blue you reach for when you don't feel like overthinking anything. With that beautiful shimmer in there. Laura says, LOUD magnetics are life. Yes, she does love her magnetics, y'all. And she does gorgeous, gorgeous magnetic swatches. So if you want to see magnetic content, definitely go check out Laura. She does other beautiful content. Y'all, she did a mani last night she sent me pictures of, and they're hand painted and just absolutely wow. So definitely go check out Laura Cherry. She does gorgeous stuff too. Jen says, like this one a lot. Shamrock Glitter says, that is gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, also, y'all, I put my flash on it so you can see that hollow more. This is super pretty. I'm very excited to see the base of this out of the bottle, just to see what that base color is like. So here we get our first coat of Unbothered. I also love that she says it's the blue that you want to put on when you don't want to like do, how did we say this? When you reach for it, when you feel like don't overthink anything. And I literally put blue on my toes last night because I was like, I don't know what to do. I saw this blue I had just swatched and it was gorgeous. And I'm like, done putting that on my toes. So I love that it's a kind of blurple color. And that fits the vibes too. Let's see. Cassie, I'm gonna need her info for next collection. There are 4 magnetics. Yes, definitely reach out to Laura Cherry. She is amazing at magnetics, and she does all the cool things. Her glass bead method, y'all, she nails it. It's perfect. She gets this like tight circle on it. It's so gorgeous. Just as Laura shows off too much, she does beautiful, y'all. She does the thumb painting content. I still don't know how she does that. It is so hard. I don't know how she does video swatches like that. So all right, here is our first coat of Unbothered. It's beautiful. Again, we're going to want a second coat, but you're going to do 2 coats anyways. And look at that gorgeous shimmer just glowing off of there. And then, of course, we have our hollow. So we want our little flashlight and get them twinkles going on. All the rainbow sparkles. This is beautiful. And I'm already looking at our just a little extra next to it. And I'm like, those are going to be really pretty together. Laura says, stop. I'm blushing. We mean it, Laura. You're fabulous. Honestly, y'all, there's lots of amazing swatchers in here. But if you want magnetics, I'm just saying Laura does magnetics good. Like... All right, so that was our first coat of Unbothered. And next is Steamed Oat Milk. Somewhere in front of me, boom, Steamed Oat Milk. There we go. You can see that shimmer so much better on the back camera, y'all. Steamed Oat Milk is a soft, foggy white with a gentle copper shimmer and tiny gold sparks that catch the light as you move. Calm and creamy, like the part of the drink that makes everything feel finished. Easy to wear, easy to reach for, and unexpectedly cozy. Laura says, Jess, I'll group with you. I'll group you in with LT. She sent some eye rolling emojis. This is super pretty. I feel like this just is such a subtle, clean, like refreshing polish. Like if you have something bright on and you just want like a palette cleanser, this feels very much that way. It also feels like it would be a beautiful like bridal color if you want to wear white for your wedding, or if you're attending a wedding and you just want a nice subtle color. Now this one is going to be a little bit harder to see the opacity level on the swatch wheel here because it is white on white, but you can see that gorgeous shimmer and those little gold flecks. This is very pretty. Jess is laughing at her. This is gorgeous. You know what, y'all? You know what? I said it's gonna be hard to see opacity. I got a naked nail. We're gonna annoy this chip here. It probably happened cleaning Atari games tonight. But we're gonna ignore it for a second. And you know what? We got a naked thumb. We got a naked thumb. I'm going to do this one on here. Please don't judge my ability. I'm not Laura. I don't know how she videos this. I'm also not a lefty, and I am totally using my left hand right now. So, okay. I know it's not great. Hold on. We flooded. All right. It is what it is, y'all. Here is our first coat if you want to see the opacity on a natural nail. Yeah, that's how we do it, Cassie. She says, what chip? I don't see a chip. Laura says, I love these kinds of whites for nail art backgrounds. Yes, it's so shimmery. You can really see those gold flecks in it this way. Y'all, I had a brief thought the other day that I really like, how cool would it be if I just did 10 natural nail swatches for lives? But you know we're going to have a mess. And I know it would not be ideal. So we're not doing that, but I did have the thought of what if. This is really pretty. I love those golden flecks. They just do pick up the light as you move. Gorgeous. that's our first coat. We'll go back to the swatch wheel really quick for anybody who wants to see it that way. I feel like the copper shimmer shows up more on the swatch wheel because it, technically it's like 2 coats here because it's on the white thing, where I feel like the gold flecks pick up and then you get the gold shimmer. I feel like the flecks are the star and then the shimmer is just a background note in it on my nail. So I'm excited to see the second layer because I think that copper shimmer is going to pull through more. But that was our first coat of steamed oat milk. And next we're going to do our brown sugar moment. Again, we did already technically swatch it on that one swatch stick, but I want to do it on the swatch wheel so you can see everything together and we can do 2 coats of it. So brown sugar moment is a warm brown cream inspired by Cassie's daily ritual. Coffee first, always. These days it looks like a brown sugar oat milk latte made at home nearly every morning. Cozy, grounding, and very much giving gingerbread without trying to be anything else. I know we already read that, but I have to read it again, y'all. The OCD tells me I have to read it again. So let's get our coat of brown sugar moment on the swatch wheel here. I totally almost put it on top of oat milk. Was not paying that close of attention. All right, here is our first coat. Again, it beautifully self-leveled there. Laura says, love that inspo. Yes, Miss Laura with her iced coffee. And I really do think this is a very creamy coffee color. Like it nails it. It's decent in 1 coat. We're going to want 2 coats for opacity, but I don't think 3 will be necessary at all. It's almost there in 1. It's a beautiful color. It actually goes very well with steamed oat milk here. If you want a coffee mani, ooh, I want somebody to water marble or smush or whatever these together. Like I just can see these swirled together and I can, it would be beautiful. Or even oat milk as a topper on here, y'all, because it's just thin enough that I think you could do it. I think you could. You could have that beautiful copper shimmer on top of that creamy coffee color. Yes, this is so pretty. Also, this is the color I like of my coffee. I want a lot of cream and sugar with a little bit of coffee when I do drink it. So that was our brown sugar moment. First coat on the swatch wheel. Again, I know we've already done it, y'all, but like first one on the swatch wheel. Next is Still Growing, our green sparkly one here. This is a deep green glitter in a sheer jelly base with holographic and reflective glitter layered throughout. This one feels steady and familiar, but not stuck. It's for the in-between moments when you realize you're not where you started, even if you're not quite done yet. It's beautiful. Y'all know I love a sparkly green. I did knock stuff over with my paper here. I told y'all I will knock into anything and everything. It's just what I do. Like a bowl in a china shop, which I know Mythbusters busted that, but still, we say it. Let's see. Laura says, latte art nails would be so cute, wouldn't it? I have a stamp for that, but I'm not sure that really will work well with this here. But maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll play with it if I have time. She said, knowing she never has time. Cassie says, I like the skills, but doing a clean French tip of steamed oat milk over brown sugar moment would be perfect. Yes, it would. That would be gorgeous. I also lack those skills, so I feel you. The green, red, and pink will need 3 coats. The gold, I think, is 2. It has flakes. The other ones don't have. Okay, got it. So I'm going to show it to y'all in 2 coats because that's what we do here. But Cassie does say if you want full opacity, you're going to want to do 3 coats. Of course, you can always do the sponge trick too if you really want to build up a glitter. You can paint it on a damp makeup sponge and sponge it on so you get more intense glitter and less of the clear base. But that is up to you. Woo! Totally missed the bottle with the brush. Okay, here's your first coat. I do really like that jelly base with it. You can see all the gorgeous sparkles of hollow. Again, opacity definitely not there in 1, but very pretty and very much top abilities. This over any green would be gorgeous, or over a red to do a very holiday theme. Ooh, over a light green so you get the 2 tones for shamrocks for St. Patrick's Day. There are so many possibilities. Jen says, holy wow, isn't it beautiful? Look at all those sparkles already, y'all. Like, that's just under the arch light. There is no flash on here yet. And I do see the little, like, silver twinkles of the reflective glitter. So I'm excited to see that. with the flash. Yes, you get the hollow rainbows, and then you get those little silver sparkle twinkles of the reflective in there. Laura said, I did a drag marble with brown and white a few years ago that looked like a latte. It was adorable. Yes, that's the vibes I'm feeling, Laura. Like, just so it looks like latte art, but you know, you don't have to do the latte art. This is very pretty, very sparkly. Gorgeous. So that was our first coat of Still Growing. Yep, there we go. Still Growing. Next is I Deserve This. It's our beautiful gold. This one is a warm gold glitter in a sheer jelly base with holographic and reflective glitter that glows when it catches the light. This one is about giving yourself permission to want something shiny and lovely just because. No occasion, no explanation, just yes. This is super pretty. Again, you can see those beautiful gold hex and square glitters in it, as well as the tinier micro glitters. And then if we get the flash out, you're going to see the flex and the hollow more. And then this also has reflective glitter in it as well. Super pretty. Oh, okay. I struggled to open that one. She was tight. Very, very tight. All right, so first coat of I Deserve This going on. Now, Cassie said all the glitters probably need 3 coats, except for this one. It can probably get by with 2. Just again, to add that little side note. These are gorgeous together, and they are very much a St. Patrick's Day. Hello, Maisie. They are very, very St. Patrick's Day vibes there. Hello, Zenna Quinn. Oh, I'm so sorry if I butchered that. Welcome in. Y'all, this gold is so pretty. Again, you can see all the hollow wanting to dance. Hi, oh boy, I'm going to butcher your name. I don't even want to attempt it. Gita? Oh, I'm so sorry. Please let me know how to pronounce your name. I hate mispronouncing y'all's name. But welcome in. We are showing off some gorgeous polishes from the To You From Me collection from LOUD Babbs. This one here is I Deserve This. We've just done our first coat. It's a beautiful, beautiful gold. And if I grab the flashlight here, we're going to show off that hollow. Wow, Sparkly and Gita. I'm probably still butchering that. I apologize. Look at the rainbows, and then you have that touch of reflective sparkle in there too. Definitely a glitter lover's dream. How much glitter grabber do they take? That's a great question. I haven't finished our swatches yet, so we'll do our 2 coats, and then I'll let y'all know how like textured it is. I do, because it's got a reflective glitter in it. Yeah, I just put this on. I can feel some texture on the first coat of this one already. So you're probably gonna want 1 layer of glitter grabber before you add your glossy top coat to it, just to really help smooth things out. That was our first coat of I Deserve This. Next, we're going into Rosy Cheeks, which is our pink sparkly. This is a bright pink glitter in a sheer jelly base with holographic and reflective glitter that catches the light as you move. It's inspired by that flushed, cold air glow when you step outside and immediately feel it in your face. Playful, bright, and a hard knot to smile at. This one is for you, Mally. Cassie, did I butcher it? Did I butcher the name? This is super cute. I love this pink. Again, I'm feeling Valentine's vibes with this. I already can tell you it's going to be gorgeous with that gold. Gita says, oh dang, loving that jelly pink. Isn't it cute? Yeah, I can feel this. I get why Christmas holiday vibes happened, but I'm feeling Valentine's with it. I'm loving it with that gold. I'm actually really liking all these glitters together. Y'all, why is it always that top edge? Why can I always, I always miss it? But I'm really liking these glitters together. I'm feeling like a Skittles glitter mani would just be super fun with these two. Again, you have the hollow sparkles on all those different glitters, and then you can see the little twinkles of reflective in there. Miley, I think, she's never corrected me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have read it like that. So my Lee is how we say that one. Appreciate it, Cassie. Y'all, I just need a phonetic spelling of everything in my life. It would make everything's easier. All right, so this is Rosy Cheeks. Again, it does have reflective and hollow, so we're going to grab that flash and show off the sparkles even more. This is very cute. I love that this was a holiday collection that just turned into a year-round collection, and I can see it in every polish. I definitely understand that, hey, you could wear this for Christmas and it would be beautiful, but it doesn't have to be Christmas with these polishes. Love it. Ooh, sorry, bumped y'all. My bad. Oh, apparently I scared Waffles off. He just left. So that was our first coat of Rosy Cheeks. And next we're going into Red is a Choice. Again, we have all the beautiful sparkles in here, as well as the reflective glitter. This one is a bold red glitter packed into a sheery gel base with holographic and reflective glitters. This one is a bright, intentional, and impossible to ignore. Red is never an accident, and this shade knows it. So all my red lovers in here, this is for you. Y'all know I love red as an accent. I love red as a holiday color. People just ran down the hall, looked at me, and said nope, and ran back down the hall. I personally just don't wear a lot of red. It's not my go-to color. I do enjoy it as a holiday mani, whether that's Valentine's Day or Christmas, or just as a little pop. But this is so sparkly and fun. Excuse me. And then you have that jelly base to it. So you're going to get all of the layering with this one, and it's going to have that kind of pond squishy mani effect. Y'all. Excuse me. I have a frog in my throat, apparently. This is really pretty. I know that Cassie said we're going to want 3 coats for opacity, but I'm kind of feeling like because we're that jelly vibe, this one I think is really going to be okay in 2, personally. Again, if you wear clear extensions or you have a very hard visible nail line, then you may want to build it up to 3. You may want to wear a blurring base or just a red base underneath this. But I got my little shorties and I don't have a strong visible nail line, so I'm feeling like we could get by with 2 in this. Cassie says base coat that one. Base coat it twice. Okay, so what I'm hearing, y'all, is Red is a Choice is a stainer. So definitely take your precautions for that. I use a peel-off base coat. I have yet to have anything stain through that personally, unless I have like a gel top coat on for an extension or for strength. Like sometimes I have a break and I'll put on gel top coat for extra strength. So, but if you are prone to staining or you don't use a certain peel-off base coat twice, just put 2 layers on just to be completely sure. Or, I mean, if you don't mind staining, then just know that this one has the potential to stain. So thank you, Cassie, for the warning there. So that was our first coat of Red is a Choice. And then last, but certainly not least in our collection, Loud says, facts, I wanted it to be red. R-E-D capitals, y'all. She wanted a red, and that is what she achieved. Last but not least, we have Still Hear It. This is a clear topper filled with irregular shards inspired by the old glass porch lights my mom used to line our steps with, plus tiny clear holographic glitters that sparkle like little flashes of light. She says, when I was a kid, I loved the sound they made when I stomped on them, and somehow I still hear it every time the lights hit this polish. Who puts glass bulbs on stairs as a preschooler anyways? Fair. It's a very fair point. And yes, it's exactly what it looks like. You can see all those beautiful shreds in there. You do have the green, the orange, the red, the white, and the blue metallic shreds. Again, this is a topper, and then it has the hollow in there too, our little hollow micro glitters, which I'm going to do the flash. I know I haven't done it on the bottles tonight. My brain has not been working, y'all, but I do want to do it in this one so you can see those little hollow glitters just twinkle in there. This is fun. I love this. I know that shreds is not everyone's cup of tea. I think this is super fun. It's definitely unique. When you have a collection as large as mine, anytime you can find unique things, you jump on it. And this definitely falls in the unique category. So I love this. I'm excited to see it out of the bottle. Yes, it is everything I wanted it to be. It really does look like the smashed glass Christmas balls. This is super fun. I can also see this being used for birthday mani, like piñata vibes, or Cinco de Mayo if you want to do like a fiesta kind of thing. I can see so many uses for this topper. I love this. Ooh, New Year's Eve as like a confetti nail. I love this polish. This is super fun. I will do a second layer just so you can see how it builds up too. Of course, it's a topper. We're never going to be opaque, but it is super fun. Look at the way the metallic just catches the light. And then we do have those little hollow micro glitters in there. So I'm going to get out the flash so you can see those twinkles. This is super fun. I know toppers are not everyone's thing. I love a good topper, and this is a very fun one. Very excited to see this over all the things. So that's our first coat of Still Hear It. Cassie says, I mean, you could get it opaque. You just won't love the removal process. That's true, but I use a peel-off base coat, so removal is always fun for me. Jen says confetti. Yes, it very is confetti vibes. All right, so that is everything's for swatches. We're going to start doing our second swatches here. We'll go through the descriptions again, but just a little bit quicker. Probably I'll just do the actual description and not the little fun notes, but please make sure you read those fun notes when you go to the website. Cassie puts a ton of love and time and her extra sparkle into them, so they're worth reading. I think they're super cute, but for the sake of this video not being 4 hours, I'm just going to do the descriptions on our second coat here. So circling back to Big Green Bow. This one is a silky, deep teal metallic with aqua aurora shimmer. It's inspired by her favorite oversized hair bow, which that was still in the same sentence, so that's why we did that one. Let's do our second coat of Big Green Bow. I really like this. Oh, y'all, see, I told you this is why we can't have nice things. Look, I stuck my hand right in that topper, right in it. I told y'all. This is why I can't do live nail shots or swatches on my hands, y'all. I thought about it for about 30 seconds. I thought, what if I take off my peelies, I pop them before the video, and then I just do live nail swatches with y'all on my actual nails. And then I was like, nope, that's going to be a mess. And this just proved it. I can't even do it on swatch wheels without sticking my hand in it. Yes, look at that second coat. Love this. I knew that was going to really just up it, and it's gorgeous. I love this color. Jen says, absolutely love the little anecdotes with each polish. Me too. I think it's so cute and fun, and the fact that you just get that little perspective into Loud and her life, which you don't get with big name brands. So I love that about indies. It's that little personal touch. As with everything else, y'all, her tape, her stickers, her designs, like, Cassie puts her heart and soul into this, and you can see it in everything. This is beautiful. I love this. Okay, I want to turn down the lights. I want to see this in a little bit lower lighting. Yes, look at that shift. This is pretty, and my brain is already picturing this with our magnetic. You know what? Our magnetic is on a sheer thing. Hold on. Okay, you can kind of get the vibes. Look at that gold on top of that shimmer. You can't tell me that wouldn't be gorgeous. Yes. Okay. All right. I'm turning the light back up. Hold on. Light back up so I can give you guys a live shot. And again, this is that soft focus, which is our golden magnetic that you can use on its own built up or as a topper. And I think this would be gorgeous over that teal. Beautiful. Cassie says, you praise me too much. No, I don't. No, I don't. You deserve it. You deserve it. And I mean it, y'all. So, okay, here is your label shot of Big Green Bow, and it's gorgeous. I love this one. All right. Next, we're going into On My Terms, which is our deep pine green hollow that lights up in the sun. This is beautiful. Again, excited to see the second coat of this because I really love this shade. And I think that second coat's just going to add so much depth to it. And then, of course, we're going to see even more hollow. Yes. Okay. I love this. We went from like a sagey kind of green to that true deep pine in the second coat. Definitely opaque in the second coat. This is absolutely gorgeous. I love this shade, and I kind of wish I hadn't done my toes last night because this I would put this on my toes right now, y'all. I love this green. Actually, okay, I don't want to blind you with my flashlight, which is on, but clearly I love this green. I just went to reach for my phone and I realized that it matches. It is a dead match to my phone case. Here is with flash, so you can see that linear hollow. You get that rainbow flame in there. Yep, love this. If you're a green lover, you're gonna love this too. This is really pretty. Again, I have nothing of this shade in my collection. Beautiful. I don't know what just happened. Something got very loud down the hall. All right, here's your label shot of On My Terms. This is 2 coats. Love it. Okay. And then we have our topper. Just a little extra. This one is a clear topper filled with shifting flickies that move through violet, red, pink, copper, gold, and green as the light changes. Jen says, this is the second time I accidentally swiped out. Oh no. Okay, what'd you miss, Jen? What'd you miss? Did you miss anything? I don't think you missed anything. Did you see our second coats of On My Terms? Because it's stunning. Did you see the fact that it matches my phone case? Because it does. It matches my pickle green phone case and I'm obsessed. I love this. So I think that's probably it, Jen. Unless you want a label shot. Do you want a label shot? Why not? I'll go back. All right. Here's your label shot, Jen, of On My Terms. Can I do anything else? No, it was quick. Just annoying. Okay, I feel that. Well, welcome back. And I'm glad that it was just quick. And I hope that you're having a wonderful evening now that everyone in your house is healthy and happy, hopefully. Nobody is sick anymore. I'm so happy for you. That was such a rough time and at the holidays, and my heart just went out to you. So I'm so happy that you are feeling better. And Cassie's laughing at me, probably at the fact that I have a pickle green phone case. Here is our second coat. I love this stopper. Again, we are not meant to be opaque, but I can just see this over everything. Like, I know this will be stunning over black too, but oh my goodness, back to school tomorrow. Jen says, yes, get you some you time for a little bit. You deserve it. Cassie said, same here. I'm sure you're excited for yours to go back too. This is so pretty. I can see this just over everything. I think it's going to be gorgeous on every color. Obviously, you kind of get the vibes of it being over white there. I know black will really transform this, but I can just see it over every color. It's super pretty. Jess said it was a bubble bath, Valentine's bubble bath in heaven, and I still love that description. Cassie says she's thrilled for her kids to go back. All right, here is your label shot. 2 coats of Just a Little Extra. Jen sent her celebration emojis. Waffles came back. Welcome back, sir. He's in his bed under the desk. Oh, y'all, I keep sticking my hand in that topper. Hello, Miss Tammy. See, y'all, this is why we can't do live finger swatches. My hands will be in it. I've done a thumb, and y'all, can I point out I haven't stuck my hand in it yet? But we can't do 10 finger swatches. I can't do it. We cannot do it. How are you, Tammy? All right, next would be our soft focus, but we did do our 2 swatches of it already. I will grab it and show it again, just for anyone who has come in. Soft focus is a magnetic shade with rich gold pool that shifts softly through lime and green as it moves. This one is fairly sheer, so you're going to want to do probably 3 coats, or it can be used as a topper, which we did it in that form. So we have it on this one here in our bar magnet. Again, you can see how sheer that is in 2 coats, but it's gorgeous as a topper. Look at it over that pink, that beautiful line. And then here it is velvet, again, 2 coats. So pretty, again, as a topper. And then I'll give y'all a label shot for anyone who was late to the party. These are always so hard to do with the clear thing. So you've got your line on top, velvet on bottom, 2 coat soft focus. Jen says this one, velvet, is stunning. It really is. It's so beautiful, and it just really condenses all that magnetic there to the middle. So it's so shimmery. And then because we did do it over our brown sugar moment. Here it is as a topper. This is 1 coat of soft focus over 1 coat of brown sugar moment. And you can see just how pretty it is. And your opacity level obviously would base on your brown sugar moment, which will be opaque in 2 coats. So it's a gorgeous golden topper if you're looking for a metallic magnetic topper. This one is it. It's beautiful. All right. Our next one that we need a second coat of is going to be Unbothered. This is a denim blue base with soft purple Aurora shimmer, scattered hollow flakies, and fine hollow glitter throughout. This is another one that I know the second coat is just going to really add dimension, especially to that violet shimmer in there. And we'll get a little bit more of that hollow sparkles. Yes, look at the depth that second coat added. Beautiful. Definitely opaque into gorgeous. Jen says fave. Yes, it's beautiful. That shimmer just really glows in there. Laura, you've been quiet. If you're still in here, when does Maisie go back? Has Maisie already gone back? Here it is with flash to show that hollow. Jen says, wait, no, I can't pick a fave. I forgot about the glitters. Oh, that's true, Jen. You did forget about those glitters because they are so good too. Hi, Nails, Miriam. Oh, boy. Miriam? Y'all, this is why I don't like handles. I get handles, but like, nope, and it doesn't show you in my watching, so I have no idea what your government name is, but welcome in. I am apologizing for butchering your handle. If you'd like me to say your government name or a different name, just let me know what you want me to call you. Cassie is laughing at Jen. Laura says, I'm here. Sorry, working on my 2026 polish journal. No worries. I just, you've been quiet, and I was curious. I know sometimes you have to pop in and out anyway, so when does Maisie go back, though? Oh, I didn't show this with flash. Did I show this with flash? I don't feel like I showed it with flash. Here it is with flash in case I didn't show it with flash. Or if I got distracted, I probably did. That's probably what happened. Here it is with flash. So you can see that hollow. And of course, the gorgeous violet shimmer. Please tell me no one ever expects to come in my lives and it just be a straightforward live. Like, the ADD doesn't do that. There's no straightforward here. So if you're new in my lives, welcome to the craziness that is my lives and my brain. This is how we do things here. Laura, she goes back tomorrow. I have mixed feelings, terrified about sickness. Oh yeah, that is true. All them germs going around. And what are they calling the flu right now? Is it like, what are they the monster flu, the mega flu? I don't know. I know they're talking about a really bad flu. So I am very grateful that for the most part, I work from home and I have the ability to not leave my house if I don't want to. Like we went out to lunch today and there were people coughing by me and I was like, I don't think I want to be here. Jen says, oh my goodness, I feel that, Laura. Yeah, Jen, you got a bubble wrap. There is no way you could deal with that again. Wrap him in bubble wrap, put 12 masks on him, all the PPE gear. Yeah. I can't imagine him getting sick again. Laura, the super flu. Yes, that's what they're calling it. Flu A is the bad one. Yeah, y'all, it's gross. Here is your 2 coats of Unbothered. Of course, I say I can stay home, and I can, and I will, but I will end up doing something with my sister's kids, and I'll probably get something from them. Or Kevin goes in to cover when we need coverage at work. If someone calls in sick or we're just crazy busy or they're behind, he often goes in and then he brings it home. So one way or another, I'm sure I will get sick this season, but I'm just going to keep hoping that it doesn't happen and be delusional about it. Next, we're going in to our second coat of Steamed Oat Milk. This one is a soft, foggy white with gentle copper shimmer and tiny gold sparks that catch the light as you move. We'll do 2 coats on the swatch wheel as well as a second coat on my thumb. Here we go on the wheel. It's just so hard to tell with whites on the opaque swatch wheel, that opacity level. You can see that copper shimmer more though on that second coat, and of course the gorgeous gold flecks in this one. This is just such a like calming color. It's very pretty. It's delicate and like mature. Not like, I'm not saying old lady mature. I'm saying like regal mature. You know what I mean? It just has this like, this this confidence to it. I don't even know, y'all. It's just really pretty. I think it's gonna be gorgeous matte. It's gonna look so satiny, and then those copper shimmer with the gold flakes are gonna pop even more with it matted. So if you want to see it matted, definitely keep an eye on my swatches. I will have matte swatches of it. All right, let's do a second coat on my thumb. Again, y'all, we don't do this in real life. This is not how I do things. So I apologize if this is not focused or great angle or any of that stuff. Okay, I don't do live nail swatch. You want to see swatch polish videos, go follow Laura. This is not my jam, nor is it easy, though I did better on flooding this time. So here's 2 coats. It does have a little bit of sheerness to it. You really probably want 3 coats to make it full opacity. I actually really like the way it made my nail line look here. It's almost got a French tip vibe to it. Again, we're ignoring that chip. She don't exist. But you probably want 3 to make it fully opaque here. Again, those gold specks come up better on natural nail, I think, than the base, and then the copper shimmer is more of a background note here. Jess says, okay, the white with copper shimmer, gingerbread or oatmeal or whatever it is next to it, and that gold in an I love you Skittle. Oh my God, yes, Jess. Yes. Yes. Okay, wait, which gold though? Are you talking the gold magnetic, Jess, or the gold? Because I'm feeling the magnetic. I'm thinking, I actually am kind of feeling it. All right, this is your brown sugar moment with it. No, I'm feeling it without it. You're right, Jess. I'm feeling it without it. Okay, so what Jess is saying to do a Skittle here of our steamed oat milk with the brown sugar moment, and I believe, yes, the magnetic. So then she's also talking about soft focus. Look at those together, y'all. Yes, Jess, that's stunning. Beautiful. Cassie says, so cute, Jess. Yeah, that's a great combo, Jess. You are correct. That would be beautiful like that. And Cassie says she's milky. Yes, it is a bit of a milky white. But I like the way it makes my nail line, especially the fact that I have a little bit of a nail line now, y'all. It's very pretty. Also, I just saw that fuzzy. We're going to ignore that fuzzy too. This thumb just gets ignored now, okay? She's chipped, she's fuzzy, she's weird, so we're just gonna pretend it doesn't exist. All right, here is a screenshot. 2 coats of steamed oat milk on the opaque swatch wheel. And even though we're ignoring her, I'll let you do it. Here is your 2 coats of steamed oat milk on my natural nail on my thumb here. All right, awesome sauce. That was steamed oat milk. Now we are going into brown sugar moment. This is our warm brown cream inspired by Cassie's daily ritual of a brown sugar oat milk latte. Beautiful. It's a beautiful brown cream. Let's do our second coat, which I have no questions. This is going to be opaque in 2. It's almost there in 1. And it self-levels beautifully. There's a fuzzy. Get out. All right. You may just live there. All right. Usually I would grab it. Nope, I don't have any nails. All right. There's a fuzzy over here. Again, we're just pretending it doesn't exist. But y'all saw how much I played with it trying to get rid of that fuzzy. And there are no streaks in this baby. That just attests to our self-leveling. Again, yeah. Opaque into beautiful, beautiful creamy coffee color. Again, I don't drink a lot of coffee, but Kevin drinks a lot of brown sugar shaken espressos, and this is the color. This is pretty spot on for it. Look at how glossy that is too. Beautiful. Love it. All right, get you a label shot here. This is our second coat of brown sugar moment. Now we're getting into those pretty glitters, starting with Still Growing, which is a deep green glitter in a sheer jelly base with holographic and reflective glitter layered throughout. Now, Cassie said that these are going to be 3 coaters besides the gold. With the jelly base, personally, I think I'm going to be okay with 2 coats because a jelly base to me has that squishy in between vibes. But if you really, really want full opacity, you may want a 3rd coat. I like 2 coats. I am quite happy with the build up at 2 coats. Now maybe I do slightly thicker coats too, because y'all know we're impatient and lazy here. So the quicker I can put on polish, the better for me personally. But I'm digging 2 coats. I don't think it's bad in 2. Which is typically how I do my swatches, so y'all can see into and make that decision for yourself if you want 3 or not. But here she is in 2. You can already see all the beautiful movement and rainbows in those hollow glitters. And then if we grab our flash, those are just going to come up more, and then you start getting the twinkle of the reflective glitters as well. Very, very pretty. I see why this fits in a holiday collection, but also I'm getting St. Patrick's Day. I'm getting spring vibes. It's just a really pretty glittery polish. Cassie says, you do a thicker coat, it ain't going to dry right, and you're 100% going to smudge it on the first thing you touch. That is fair, but that's why we got quick dry top coats too. So you do thicker coats at your own risk. But as a thick coat girly already, you know what? I'm not going to call myself a thick coat girly. As a medium coat girly, I don't do thin. I don't do we're not puddling it here. As a medium coat girly, I'm used to the dry time, the being gentle with my hands, that kind of thing. So, but that's do thick coats at your own risk. Jen says, love that green hollow. Me too. Also, that was with a flash. Cassie says, signed a girl who smudged their nails on a seatbelt about 32,000 times. Yes, I would never get in the car without it being dry. I have learned my lesson. Just like you can't gently change your laundry over, y'all. There's no way. There is no way to be like, ooh, let me grab these out of the wash machine. I've been there, tried it. It never works. Yes, no. So don't expect to do 2 thick coats and walk out the door. But if you know your coats and you know your dry time, then do what you feel is right. Kay says, I'm a thin coat worshiper, and I totally get that. There are tons of people who are 3 thin coat girlies, and it does take about the same amount of time to dry as 2 coats. I'm just impatient, so if I can do 2 coats, I'm gonna do 2 coats. Speaking of 2 coats, here is 2 coats of Still Growing. I don't know why I get so quiet. We always talk about this. It's always like turning your radio down when you're trying to drive. I feel like I have to be quiet. Maybe so I don't bounce around with the label shot. I don't know, y'all. I just feel like I have to shut up whenever we do label shots. Here is I Deserve This is our next one. It's our warm gold glitter in a sheer jelly base with holographic and reflective glitter that glows when it catches the light. This one, Cassie said, is probably a 2-coater. So we got the 2 coats. Okay on this one. Jen says same, 3 thin coats for me on almost everything. Yes, I call Jen my chronic 3-coater. I say that with love, which she knows. Chuckle. But yes, Jen is a 3-coat girly as well. Yes, here it is in 2 coats. This is super pretty, and I don't even do gold, y'all. I typically am not a gold person, but I do think this is beautiful. And again, I still very much love it with the green for St. Patrick's Day. I think it's cute with the pink for Valentine's Day. It's just really pretty. Yep, Jen says chuckle. I think of you every time, Jen. Every time. If I do it thin, it dries fast and I can move on, LOL. I get it. We all have our routines and the way we like to do stuff. So I totally, totally get it. This is super sparkly. Again, here's your opaque level. I'm happy with that in 2, personally. Maybe you want 3. 3 is obviously going to give you even more coverage and more of those large glitters to add rainbows and sparkles. So 3, you can never go wrong with 3. Here it is with the flash to show off the hollow as well as the reflective twinkles in there. Y'all, I love when a hollow unfocuses. Look at it. Look at that bokeh there. Love it. I'm sure I probably just annoyed a lot of people on YouTube watching it on their TVs, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so pretty. All right, let me get you a label shot and be very quiet because apparently I have to. Here's your 2 coats of I Deserve This. Jen says, I like floating glitter look of 2 coats on these. I do too. They give me, because they're the jelly, it makes me think of a pond mani. So it just has that squishy jelly vibe. All right. Next up, we're going into Rosy Cheeks. This one is bright pink glitter in a sheer jelly base with holographic and reflective glitter that catches the light as you move. It's a very pretty pink. Again, Valentine's vibes here with this. These 3 together, the pink and red was already really cute together for Valentine's Day, but add in that gold, and you got an easy peasy Valentine's mani. Boom. Jen says, a speckled pond. Yeah, yes, exactly. It is. It's like a pond mani, but it's just the speckly glitters through it. I think it's really pretty. I mean, if you're looking for opacity on a jelly in 1 or 2 coats anyways, you're kind of reaching. But to me, a jelly is going to have that slight see-through vibe and squishiness. This pink is so cute. Again, I'm loving it with the gold. I think it's just so like glamorous next to the gold. Here is your opacity, love. Oh, wait, hold on. We can't do opacity over pink. That's not going to work, right? Can we do it over the thumb? I can't touch the thumb because the thumb doesn't have a top coat on it, but you get the vibes. It's decent opaque in 2. Again, you're building full opacity, you're gonna need 3 or a sponge. But with jellies, like, I'm cool with that slight visible line. Jen said, okay, these glitters formulas are fantastic, aren't they? They are beautiful. Once we finish everything, I'll go back and like do a full touch to see just how textured they are. They are, obviously, you can see that gold. They're drying with texture, which is going to happen. It's got reflective, it's got hollow, it's got a ton of glitter in here, but I'll let you know just how textured they are. Here it is with flash. So you can see all those rainbows and then the twinkles of the reflective glitter in there. These are just super duper fun. Perfect if you are a glitter lover. Here is your screenshot of Rosy Cheeks in 2 coats. Right, and now we're going into that beautiful red glitter. Red is a choice. It's a bold red glitter packed into a sheer jelly base with holographic and reflective glitters. Again, very much Christmas and Valentine's vibes here. Or just any day you want to wear red. Bam. Beautiful. The opacity on this one, to me, done in 2. Like, no questions. That red base just has such a, like, oomph to it that, like, it just, yeah, totally opaque in 2 in my opinion. Now, Cassie did warn that this is a potential stainer, so double base coat it or whatever you want, because this one could be a stainer. Laura says, can I be in the pain in the butt and ask you to put the opaly topper over the green hollow? You want this one over this one? Is that what we're saying, Laura? My brains. We want to put just a little extra over top of whatever this is on my terms. And Cassie said, I don't know if we have October babies in here, but the opaly topper over steamed oat milk is a fire opal. Oh man, look what you're doing, Cassie. I gotta do other things now. Hello, Liz. Hello. Okay. Laura says, yes, please. Yeah, I can do that. Honestly, I wanted to put that topper over a few things anyways. So now we have our polishes we're going to put them on top of anyways. All right, let me get you a label shot for this gorgeous red. Welcome in, Lizmo. We are showing off Louds To You From Me collection. Here is our 2 coats of Red is a Choice. This whole collection is beautiful, y'all, and it really, really is perfect year round. All right, and then we're going to go into our topper. Still Hear It is a clear topper filled with irregular shards inspired by the old glass porch lights Cassie's mom used to line their steps with. It also has tiny clear holographic glitters that sparkle like little flashes in light. Which y'all, did we do the flash on the red? I feel like I did the flash on the red, but I don't remember. So here it is again. Here is the red with flash. So you can see the hollow glitter and the reflective twinkles. It is like ruby slippers. I can't see anything sparkly red like this without thinking of ruby slippers. Beautiful. Cassie said, hi Liz, I'm not choosing favorites. Chelsea got them all because she's here. Yes, as I said in the beginning, y'all, me and Cassie live about 25 minutes apart, so it is just very convenient for her to meet up with. Rather than ship things, we save on shipping. I save on things going to St. Louis and back 12 times before it actually gets here. And also we get to meet up and have coffee and breakfast, and you know what I mean. There's a little fun involved too. But yes, so I do get the perk of receiving LOUD things as a swatcher a little bit faster because I am readily available. She says, so convenient. It really is. Elizabeth says, no worries. I'll be in St. Louis in February for like a day, just for a day. Okay, I said, God, I hate shipping here. Same. Things will just circle St. Louis 12 times. It drives you nuts. All right, still here. Let's do our second coat of these beautiful metallic shreds. I love this polish. You're going to be here in February for only one day. Why are you coming for a day? Okay, I said, oh my God, what day? I'll black it out. We should make plans with Chelsea. I was just going to say the same thing. Yes, what day are you coming, Lizmo? And do you have any free moments of that day? All right, here is our second coat. I love this topper, y'all. It's so fun. Still hear it. 2 coats. I just think this is so much fun, and it has so many potential possibilities to be used. You can use this over everything. Like I said, it's perfect for confetti, Christmas bulbs, or a fiesta, a piñata. Like, this is just so much fun. Jess says she's probably going to some badass concert. That's true. She probably is. Actually, she said some convert. Then she corrected to, or concert. More likely to be a concert. That's true. It probably is more likely to be a concert than a convert. But guys said, I hope it's not a convert. Yeah, going to see Story of a Year on Valentine's Day. I'll see if we have any time. Going to be a quick weekend trip. All right. I feel that. If you have some time, and also, you know, it's Valentine's Day. So if we're not doing anything, though we are the old married couple who pretty much just goes out to dinner and watches a movie on Valentine's Day, which we love. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying we don't do fancy plans and stuff. So we probably could meet up for a quick minute if you're available. Guys says, I might be at an event downtown in the morning that day at the History Museum. All right. So who knows? Maybe we'll meet at the History Museum. That would be a fun Valentine's Day. All right. Just for kicks and giggles. I know, like, we're not opaque here, but just so you can feel the vibes of it as a topper, y'all. Like, this is really cute. I love this. Of course, it does have that hollow in there just for a little bit of added sparkle and twinkles. So here it is with the flashlight. Okay, this is, y'all can come make polish. Oh, well, at some point we need to. We keep saying that, Cassie. It's going to have to happen. We got to stop saying it someday and just be like, tomorrow, come to my house. I mean, that did work for breakfast yesterday too. So we just need to start being like, we're doing it on this date. Jess says, we will try not to fight on V-Day. I mean, that's a special thing too. Elizabeth says, oh my gosh, polish day. Yes, yes, yes. It would be so much fun. All right. Here is your label shot of Still Hear It, which is the last polish in the collection, but don't run off yet because I do want to show that topper over some things, y'all. Elizabeth's laughing at Jess. I mean, Valentine's Day is a good day to try not to fight. All right, so we're going to go in with our just a little extra topper here, this beautiful, beautiful flaky topper that shifts through every color. And it has been requested by Laura to show it over top of our green, which is on my terms. So we're definitely going to show it on top of that, but I'm also going to do it on top of the Blur Bowl, and which, y'all, I know it has a name. My brain just can't remember it. On top of Unbothered and on top of Brown Sugar Moment, because we can, because why not? Jen says the real holiday is the 15th when candy is half off. Heck yes, ma'am. Except for I always forget to go shop, and then like I'm there 4 days later and I'm like, oh yeah, there's like 4 candy hearts left. All right, here's our topper. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to do it on the tip. Just the tip. That's what she said. Okay, I do need water. Excuse me. Okay. Here it is on top of the green that I just, on my terms. I don't know why that name won't stick, y'all. It's the ADD. That's why the name won't stick. This is beautiful over that green. Thank you, Laura, for the suggestion. Lizmo says, Nick is listening to this, and he's like, you could just not fight in general. That's my philosophy, honestly. My parents fight a bit, and it's always just been in my head of like, I don't want to do that. So instead of starting a fight, we just do the things to not fight. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like little things, I'm like, I'll just fix it instead of yelling at him so we don't start a fight. So, okay, here it is, which y'all, it's gorgeous. It also, it kind of acts like a shiny top coat there if anybody wants to see a little bit of top coat, because we know I don't top coat my swatches here. It's a waste of top coat on plastic, in my opinion. But here it is on top of Unbothered. Laura says, that's gorgeous. Yes, I got it. That's what she said from multiple people. Woohoo. Thank you. These are my people. Yeah, we don't like fight ever, Lizma says. We rarely do. We do get in occasionally. I mean, there's going to be disagreements and big things, but we don't have little fights. We don't have spats. Unless it's about food. We don't really fight about food because I don't make decisions. I'm like, Kevin, you just pick. This is so pretty over Unbothered. Oh, I love this. You know what? For shits and giggles, let's do it on top of our steamed oat milk too. Because why not? Like, why not? I want to see it on top of it. Okay, which pretty much, I'm not going to lie, just looks like our swatch bill here. I did not think about that. You do get that copper shimmer a little bit more. But like, it's over white, y'all. It's pretty together, but I didn't really need to do that because it was here. But if you're buying the collection, they obviously combo gorgeously. Laura said, Kyle and I fight when he's wrong. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's going to happen. I get that. All right, here it is over our brown sugar moment as well. That is beautiful too. That's giving like super fall vibes. That's like, you know, fall leaves. It's gorgeous. Yeah, so topper is she's just beautiful over everything. It is a Valentine's bubble bath in heaven, according to Jess, and she is not wrong. I'm already like totally down for this over pink. Cassie says, the only thing we disagree on is parenting. He's stricter than me. We don't fight, though. You should just wear Bloodroot if you want that fall vibe. That's true. Actually, yes. Loud does have Bloodroot, which really is kind of that deep green with the shifty flakies in it. So if you want this without having to do a topper, she does have Bloodroot, which is available on the website, I believe, still. So you could pick that up while you're there, and it is gorgeous, too. All right, so that is our From You to Me collection. We're going to spin it here so you can see. Okay, so that is the collection, plus the magnetic. Hold, please. Let's put that on here. All right, that's our full 12-piece From You to Me collection. I'm sorry, I keep saying that backwards. To You From Me collection from Loud Babbs. Again, it is on the website right now, which I'm covering up with a swatch wheel. Fixed it. It's 12-piece collection, $13.50 each, or $145 for the full set. Again, you can use my code Simply Nailing It. It's spelled just like my handle here, so it's SE. For Simply, that'll save you 10% off. It is an affiliate code, so I do earn a commission. If that makes you uncomfortable, you don't have to use it, but if you want to save a little money and you don't mind me getting a little bit of a commission, then go for it. That is your whole gorgeous, gorgeous collection there. We'll add that screenshot again if anybody wants it, and then we'll flip you around and chat for a second. Okay, here we go. Ugh. Jen says a 45 for the set. 145 for the set is a sick discount. Yeah, what does that end up being? That's math. Cassie, are you mathing here? Are people stealing from you? 13 point, damn it, 5 times 12. 162? Yeah, y'all. You're saving $17 if you buy the whole set. Like, that's free money. That's free money. That's girl math. Jess says, I'm trying to float a heart, but my Instagram has some weird stuff going on. So lots of hearts. Thank you, Jess. Cassie says, mine too. $17 discount. Thanks, Jen. She already did the math, y'all. Yeah, that's a crazy discount. Also, Loud offers free shipping at $60 question mark. I know Cassie will correct me here, so we'll just give it a second. But she does have a free shipping threshold as well. So if you're going to buy the full collection, you're definitely going to get the free shipping. She says then you can also use a discount code. That is true. So you did that $145, you get the 10% off of that. That saves you, what is that, $14.50? Yeah, $145. Yeah, so if you use the discount code, it's actually $130.50 for the full collection. Of course, obviously, you're going to have tax and whatever on top of it, but if you use my discount code, that's more free money. That's like another free polish, y'all. Again, you don't have to use my discount code. I do appreciate it if you do use my discount code, but if using an affiliate code or me earning commission in any way bothers you, please by no means, like, you don't have to do it. But yeah, Jen said another $14.50. That's more than $30 off. Smart shoppers, Cassie says. Yep, that's how you do it. Girl math. You're like, honey, I needed the whole set to save extra money. Like, done, easy peasy. Also, we've got Valentine's coming up. We've been talking about it. You want your hubby to have the best Valentine's gift for you? Just like, look, I bought these. Here you go. Sign his name. Done. Cassie says, I want to meet the people it bothers. Oh, to use my code? I don't know. I don't ever want anyone to feel like they have to use my codes or, you know, anything that's connected to me or whatever in any way. I would hope that using my code doesn't bother someone. But I do know, you know, that maybe it does make you feel weird that I'm getting commission off of it. And y'all, it's a tiny commission. Please don't think that I'm out here buying a car with commissions from Loud. Yeah, it's a very small, I think I get like 10% back, and then it has to like clear, and it takes months. Like, yes, it's not a lot. I've had my code with Cassie for like 9 months now, and I think I've earned like $25. But it allows me to have mad money and buy polish and coffee and whatever else I want randomly. So it's just a little bit like, it's like a tip. It's just like a little tip, y'all. But again, if you don't want to use my code, you don't have to use my code. And there are tons of other codes out there too. I believe Lizmo has a Loud code as well. So if you wanted to use Lizmo's code, go for it. Do whatever makes y'all happy. Cassie says, my partner bought me nail polish for V-Day gift before it was my career. See, it's a great gift. Polish is a great gift. And this collection has so many beautiful things in it that you could wear year round, but also for Valentine's Day. So, yes, gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. Again, 12-piece collection available right now. So if you want to go as soon as we get off of here and pick those up, you can totally do that. Or pick up your individual shades for $13.50 if you don't want a whole collection, or you're on a budget, or maybe you're on a low buy, whatever floats your boat, y'all. But you can go do that right now. And with that being said, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go drink my not so delicious fuel, but I'm going to go drink that, and then I'm going to do my walk for the night. If anybody else is getting into the exercise routine, or you're wanting to get back into the exercise routine, you want to do anything just to feel healthier, maybe let this be your reminder to go do it. Sometimes the hardest time is just getting yourself started. I do not want to go walk on my treadmill tonight, but that's what I'm going to do, and I know that I'm going to feel better after I do it. So here's your small reminder. If you're feeling like you need a reminder, come walk with me, or you know, whatever you want to do. Just move your body, do something, take care of yourself. Lizmo says, gorgeous collection, Cassie. P.S. Simply's code. Oh, P.S. Use Simply's code. She did great advertising these. Thanks, Lizmo. And Laura says, girls are so hard to buy for us. We just want polish. True. It's true. We just want polish. There should just be a sign in your house that just buy us polish. Cassie says, us. We just want you to listen to us. Yes. Truth. Okay. So again, all of that being said, I'm going to let y'all go. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.